On this episode of Cox Connections, our community has its share of unsung conservation heroes. These heroes create, preserve, and enhance our shared outdoor areas. Today we'll meet the 2014 Cox Conserves Heroes Finalist for Hampton Roads and learn about the Lafayette Wetlands Partnership. Also, we all know that recycling is good for the environment, but did you know that recycling could provide you with exciting perks too? We'll tell you how some of our Hampton Roads citizens are receiving bonus points for tossing items into those big blue cans and learn all about those recycling perks today. And on the Virginia Peninsula, there's a program that teaches students how to start and run their own real businesses right now, helping them to take those roadside lemonade stands to a whole nother level. We'll learn about the Young Entrepreneurs Academy today. Stay tuned. Cox Connections is next. Hello and welcome to Cox Connections. I'm your host, Gary McCullum, Senior Vice President and General Manager for Cox, Virginia. The Lafayette River Watershed covers more than 13 square miles and is home to over 40% of Norfolk's residents. A man by the name of John Stewart has made it his mission to see that these wetlands are protected, and Cox Communications has named him the 2014 Cox Conserves Heroes Finalist for Hampton Roads. Mr. Stewart is here to talk with us about the Lafayette Wetlands Partnership, and Sarah Weaver will tell us about the Cox Conserves program. Welcome to the show, both of you.
Thanks, Gary.
Sarah, let me start with you. What is the Cox, for those listening, what is the Cox Conserves Heroes program?
Well, Cox Conserves Heroes is an extension of Cox Conserves, which is our overarching sustainability program here at Cox. And it's really focused on conserving energy, reducing waste, and water conservation. So we encourage our employees and their families to do those things to help our environment.
And this is our fourth year, I guess, doing this?
For the Cox Conserves Heroes program, yes. So the Cox Conserves Heroes program is our way of recognizing local volunteers who are doing great work to also protect our environment. So like you said, it's our fourth year. We have a great partnership with the Trust for Public Land, and through this partnership, we're able to give back $15,000 a year to organizations that are focused on making our environment a better place, make it a healthy place to be.
So, John, first, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We are so proud of you. Let me start. What is the Lafayette Wetlands Partnership? Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, I'd be happy to. The Lafayette Wetlands Partnership is a citizen-led initiative that focuses on neighborhood stewardship of wetlands. In effect, we mentor or advise groups of people that want to restore wetlands in their neighborhood, behind their homes, behind their place of business, next to their church or school. It's not so much an organization, Gary, as it's a kind of a living collaboration of people that come from Old Dominion, from scientists and engineers from the city of Norfolk, citizens, representatives of nonprofits in the area. And I think the one thing that these people have in common is that they really believe that individual effort is needed, and individual effort can make a difference in this world.
So John, how did the partnership begin, and how has it evolved over time?
Well, we got started in 2007, just a little gaggle of people out by a badly eroded wetland full of concrete debris. And we were asking how we could restore the wetland. And in a couple of meetings, we came to a kind of a different conclusion. And we said, you know, rather than just restoring the wetland, let's share what we learn with other people. And more importantly, let's go and actually stand next to them and make sure they know we're with them every step of the way. And secondly, we said citizens can do an awful lot, but we really need scientists, and so we're always going to rely upon scientists for good advice. And with those two kind of principles as our background, we launched into the next 7 years, and I guess by now we've done like 8 projects, and over 9,000 square feet of new wetlands have been restored in the Lafayette River.
And you have this program called Eyes on the River. Talk a little bit about that.
Eyes on the River is an extension of the projects. We've done all these projects, and they're like little pearls, each one, and now we have this like string of pearls around the river. Well, that's engaged many, many people. And it occurred to us, we need to get more people, not just the ones coming to do the projects. And so in order to create a community of concern, we started Eyes on the River, which is an invitation for people to simply share with others what they see. They can do it in writing, they can do it using words or images. They can load it to a Facebook page, Twitter, email, phone, and it just helps everyone understand that we're all in it together and we're sharing what we're seeing on the river.
So what are some of the concrete ways that the partnership has actually helped our area?
Well, I think the most noticeable would be the fact that we have 9,000 square feet of wetlands, and that means we have less bacteria, we have less nutrient runoff running into the Lafayette, we have soils that are being held on the edge so we don't get sedimentation in the river. I mean, those are the concrete things, but there's a couple of things that are not so concrete and not so visible. And one of them is that I think these projects are creating a better sense of community around the river. I've noticed that that people that work together have a greater cohesion internally within their community or their church or school, and also across communities. And there's nothing, I think, more leveling than for a bunch of people who don't know one another to stick their hands in the mud together and plant grasses.
So you're providing the habitat for fish and birds and marine life, but you're saying that this sense of community, that's really this unintended benefit that's come of the work that you're doing.
It was unintended, and now it becomes really a primary outcome, along with something else that I really want to mention, and that is, I think this model, this citizen-led model, can establish that citizens can really carry some of the load here. It isn't just government. We work on publicly owned property, but we don't point to the government and say, fix it. We found a way that I think will work anywhere where citizens can do the work as long as they're aligned and
well,
with
you're
government.
rolling up your sleeves, and again, I want to congratulate you because you've talked a lot about the partnership and what it's doing, but none of this would have happened without your leadership. And so again, we're just so proud of you, and congratulations on the award. Sarah, we only have about a minute left. Let me finish with you. There may be someone watching and they're saying, boy, John did a great job. You know, I know some other people are doing some great things to help out our environment and to promote conservation. How can someone nominate someone to be a Cox Conserves hero? What's the process?
It's a very simple process. We'll open up the nomination window in spring of 2015, but it's a simple application process at coxconservesheroes.com. And folks can just go online. All of the criteria are listed. You can nominate yourself or you can nominate someone else, and there's no age limit. So we really encourage anyone who's doing any work to beautify the environment, to make it more sustainable, to please apply in the spring.
And John, I guess one last question for you. So someone watching who wants to get involved and wants to help out with the Lafayette Wetlands Partnership, what can they do? How can they contact you? What can they do to help?
We're the Lafayette Wetlands Partnership. You can Google us. We have a Facebook page. We have a website. All the contact information is available there. We meet the third Wednesday of every month in the Ernie Morgan Center. Everyone's welcome. Just show up, and we'd love to have you there.
Great. Thank you both for being on the show.
Thank you.
Did you know that Hampton Roads residents can earn up to $25 a month in local discounts just for recycling? We'll share some of the recycling perks with you when we come back, so stay tuned for more Cox Connections.